In this episode, we're going to go ahead and build the best nether tree farm in Minecraft Hardcore. And this is all with the goal to finally finish our wood storage system once and for all. Hello everyone. Let's try this again. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another hardcore episode. We have quite a lot of work to do, so let's go ahead and get started right away. The first thing I want to do is just see how much nether wood we have left. Yeah, that's not a lot. Let's check for the crimson. Nothing at all either. Just maybe. Yes, alright, there we have some. One stack of everything, which I'm afraid is really not going to be enough. So let's gather everything that we need to build these nether tree farms. Quick heads up that the farm I'm going to be building today has been designed by Crimulus. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link to his channel in the comments. Thank you very much, Crimulus, for designing this amazing farm. The first thing we're going to need is a ton of glass, but we don't really have anything. So it's time to make our way towards the desert biome so we can grab all the sand that we need. There we go, there's a lot of sand, so let's start gathering. And awesome, this should be plenty of sand for all of this project. But before we go smelting everything into glass, I would like to find a warm ocean biome, which I think should be somewhere around here. Yes, right there, so that I can get some coral fans. Alright, there we go. And we also have some sea pickles. But with this done, it's time to make our way back home. Maybe stop by this village to get a good night's sleep. This is so scary. There we go. Let's go back home, so we can go towards our super smelter, place all of our sand, and in no time... Oh, I guess we had some glass after all. Well, it just means we're gonna have plenty more for future projects. I'm gonna take 6 stacks, place some coral fans down to dry, just like this, and start filling up the shulker box. Now I need 5 stacks of redstone dust, 5 stacks of temporary blocks, 4 stacks of building blocks, but I'm gonna take 5 just in case, turn them into stone bricks, and put them inside. Let me also get rid of these fans, and I'm also gonna need the cobblestone, some slime, some iron, and finally, some planks, so that I can make a ton of pistons and make them sticky. And 4 stacks should be more than enough. Now I need some slabs, some regular pistons, some hoppers, observers, repeaters, trapdoors, chests, comparators, walls, minecarts, hopper minecarts, detector rails, 2 water buckets, signs, normal rails, some note blocks, leaves, droppers, levers, redstone torches, more redstone. Oh wow, I was just mining for some nether resources and found this nice little tree. Let's just make sure it won't fall down as soon as I take it. Alright, perfect. There we go. Anyways, here we have some crimson nylium, some warp nylium, some netherrack, some obsidian, slime blocks, some dispensers, some TNT, and last but definitely not least, a jack-o'-lantern. And now my friends, with these 3 beautiful shulker boxes completely full, I wanna go ahead and empty my inventory, just like so, pick up the shulker boxes, and find a place to build this thing. I really think it would be nice to have this nether tree farm right beside our actual tree farm. And right here, we have a very nice empty section. So let's clear out the area to make it easier for building. Alright, much better. Let's build this thing together. Starting off by building a 15 by 15 square with glass, just like so. Now adding 3 blocks on each corner. Perfect. Now from the middle we want to go up 2 blocks, place a sticky piston, and a block on top of it. And now it's time for quite some complicated redstone, my friends. So give me some time. There we go. Wow, this is practically nothing, but it took such a long time. Let's keep building this thing. Add some minecarts, one there and one here, and let's cover them up. Now let's add some chests on both sides and build outwards from the leaf, adding some observers, a note block, and another observer. And finally, a jack-o'-lantern, for whatever weird Minecraft redstone reason, I guess. Now let's add some sticky pistons and a block on both sides. And now even more sticky pistons and 2 normal ones on each side. Now an observer and a glass block on each side. Actually, let's go ahead and replace this with building blocks instead. Voila! Now more building blocks and a slab with redstone, with a sticky piston on the lantern, 1 gap, and a redstone block with a slab here, a repeater set to the last stick, and 1 more slab on top of the observer. And now with some more stuff and a redstone on top of it. Now I have to repeat this 4 more times. Awesome. Now a slab right here with a temporary block, a full block on top, some more blocks, and another slab. Now some redstone, more slabs, some glass, more slabs. And I'm pretty sure this is where we're going to build the TNT duper. So bear with me for 5 minutes. There we go. I am always so scared when building these things, because I never know if they're going to work first try. But let's go ahead and get rid of all of these temporary blocks. Alright, perfect. And now back down. We can build out 6 blocks, place an obsidian, go up 5 blocks, and place another obsidian. And now it's time to build the collection system. So let's fill this rectangle up with dirt. Alright, now in the middle, I'm gonna dig down 2 blocks, clear up some space, and make a tunnel, where we can add 2 chests for now, and of course 2 hoppers. Now we can make some infinite water, and start filling this collection area with water, just like this. And now for the moment of truth, it's time to power this TNT duper and hope it works. Oh my friends, I am so nervous. But let's go ahead and put a redstone block right here, and break it. Oh, wow. It seems like nothing broke, and I am so happy about this. Now all that is left to do is go ahead and grab a bunch of bone meal, just like this. And now we just have to fill these 2 chests with bone meal. I'm still a little short, so let's grab some more. And as I'm in the nether, I'm gonna take some time to heal my elytra. There we go, shouldn't take long. Perfect. Now off we go to our mob farm, so we can grab some bones to keep filling up this farm. Perfect, and we also have some extra. So ideally, the farm should be completely done now. Let's test it out by flicking on this lever. Come on, come on. Nothing is growing for now. There we go, my friends. We have our first tree, and the TNT is going down and slowly blowing everything up. And we're gonna get so many drops that I'm pretty sure this chest is gonna fill up very, very fast. But we're getting both crimson stems and warped stems, which is exactly what I wanted. And now, my friends, all that we have to do is repeat this same design 4 more times. Hopefully without blowing everything up in the process. Well, what else can I say except let's go. Welcome back everyone! As you can see, we were able to build the nether tree farm 3 more times. And although this took such a long time, I'm so happy that it's done. I went ahead and tested it to make sure everything works properly, especially these TNT dupers, because I really don't trust them for now. But everything seemed to be working perfectly. So let's make our way down, where we can go ahead and flick this lever to turn the farm on. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for every other farm. Oh yes, my friends, and just like that, every single farm is working. There we go. To make sure these farms keep producing as fast as they can, I filled every chest up with bone meal, which is slowly being distributed to these dispensers. As you can see, it's not 100% efficient, but if we make our way down to this temporary storage, we are really getting a ton of different items, my friends. But with these beautiful farms done, I think it's time that we work on a collection system that is worthy of these 4 amazing farms. As we plan these out, although I would love to see how many items we get, I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn the farms off so that we can save the bone meal for when we actually build the storage system. Now all the farms are off, so it's time to make our way down, take this beacon, and I might leave the iron right here, just in case we need it again. So let's make our way up, and I want to go ahead and figure out a way that we can get each hopper line to drop its items inside this block. So let's go ahead and grab some soul sand, make some droppers, and see what we can come up with. Alright, awesome. Something like this should do, and it is definitely working correctly. And now, let's go ahead and build a water elevator that goes all the way up, starting by making our way up with glass. Almost there. Alright, higher. Perfect. Although it's definitely very tall, I wanted to be much taller than the trees. So let's keep going up. Alright, I think this is much better. Now let's go ahead and build a little platform, because this is where I would like our items to be sorted before making their way back down inside their storage area. So let's go ahead and grab some bone meal, and of course some kelp as well, and let's grab some water. But before doing that, I want to see how many items this farm gives us, and I think it's a grand total of 11 items. So let's make 11 droppers, get the sticky pistons and the observers. And now I think we have everything that we need to build this little sorter. And I know I built an auto wood sorter right here, but what is Minecraft without a little bit of repetition? And I just realized I forgot the hoppers. I need some more iron, so let's make our way to the iron farm, get some, and sleep this thunderstorm, because I'm not ready yet. Also, most of my buildings are made of wood, and I wonder what's going on here. Maybe it's a party. Let's make some more hoppers, so we can have 43, and now place them down, and I think that this should work greatly. So it's time to place down our water, perfect, cover it back up, and now make our way down before the water does. So we can go ahead and break this soul sand and seal it up. I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this section up a little bit so that I can make my way inside without having to worry about breaking any redstone. Now it's time for some kelp and a ton of bone meal until it reaches the top. That's one stack gone, and there we go. Let's cover this back up and get rid of this cobblestone. And I just realized I should have broken the kelp. Let's go ahead and do that really quick, shall we? Alright, there we go. And now ideally, every single time that our farms run, the items are gonna be picked up by these hoppers, dropped inside these droppers, and brought all the way up. Let's go ahead and see if this works with some bone meal. Oh yes, my friends. Is it gonna get collected? I think it is. Perfect, and it was also very fast. Let's make our way up, and now with this layout, I wanna figure out a way to make this system work. Let's start by expanding the platform a little bit, so we have more space to work with, and I know that in total we have 11 items to filter, and I want one item chute every other block. So if this is the middle, we're going to have 5 on both sides. This means we're just gonna be able to sort 10 items instead of 11. But it just means that I'm going to have to decide which item I don't want to sort. But let's start designing this thing and see how it goes. Welcome back, my friends. After a little over 1 hour, this is what we have. As you can see, the items make their way up to these top hoppers, which transfer them to the start of our chain, and they're then sorted out one item at a time, just to be put inside these droppers and dropped all the way back down again. Now you're probably thinking, but Lonely, why are you bringing all these items up just so you can bring them down again? All I'm missing on the bottom of these droppers, to make sure that the items align when they fall down, is some cobwebs. So let's make our way down, leave everything that we don't need right here, make our way to the nether, let's craft a couple shears as well, and we can now go to the stronghold, where we can look for some cobwebs. We just need to find the library. Alright, there we go. Now before taking all of them, I wanna try if this assumption is true by throwing a couple items in the air and seeing if they line up at the bottom. Well, they definitely don't line up, but for now this is my only option. So let's go ahead and grab 10 and get out of here. There we go, 15 should be more than enough. Now making our way back to the nether, so we can try the cobwebs out by putting them under the droppers. Just like so. So let me get rid of all of these things that I don't need. Oops, except my pork chop. And because it's almost time to stream, I really want to try this whole thing out with you. So if we flick these levers and let the farm work, we should see the items start going all the way up and eventually drop all the way back down. If you ask me, that's a very efficient machine. Anytime now. Oh yes, my friends, I see the droppers working, so the items just have to make their way through the cobweb, and slowly seeing them fall down. There we go. My friends, there are so many items being brought up, as you can see right here. If anything, I'm pretty sure that one hopper is not gonna be enough for all of these items, but I really want all of them to drop items at the same time. So let's wait a little bit to see the stream of items falling down. And by the looks of it, the cobwebs actually work very well, which is very good to know. So all the items dropped go neatly in one pile. Awesome, with this complicated machine done, the only thing missing is to actually build this collection area, so we don't let all of these items float around. And I think that this is going to be a real problem. To fix it, let me grab some hoppers and some glass, so we can make our way up and extend this platform. Alright, time to free the water, much better already, and this should allow for many more items to be transported. So let's just close this gap. Actually, before I do that, I wonder if it's going to be faster to connect the hoppers like this. So let's stop the water once more, so we can put these hoppers correctly. There we go. And now if we let the water flow once again, I think it should be much faster. So now let's close it up and hopefully we don't see any item piling. Alright, this is definitely looking much better and these hoppers are completely full, so let's go ahead and fill them up even more by putting inside of them all of these items. There we go. But for now we're definitely picking up everything correctly. Oh, and by the way, I also added this chest just in case that we get items that we cannot sort. I'm very happy to see that every item is being collected so we can sleep the night, make our way back down, collect all of these items and probably stop these farms just for now. And I just realized these collection systems serve as a great mob capturer. There we go. And not just hostile mobs, but also passive mobs. And the items just keep coming in. Well, my friends, I gotta go ahead and start streaming, so I'm going to see you as soon as it's done. And if you haven't yet, right now would be an amazing time to subscribe, because I stream every Wednesday on YouTube at 7, and I make a hardcore episode every single week. And of course, I would love to have you around. Alright, let's see how much we can get done during the stream. I will see you very soon. Hello everyone, here we are after the stream and this is what we did. So now not only do our items go all the way up and also get shot down, but now they also get neatly collected inside the storage system, which looks like a nice little floating ship or like floating little island mushrooms or something. I guess it's open to interpretation. Each chest is correctly labeled and the only thing that we're missing are the twisting vines and the weeping vines. And that's just because these nether tree farms don't drop too many of them. Let's go ahead and check on the storage situation up here. It's very nice to see that all of these hoppers are empty and that all of these chests are nice and full. But now just for the fun of it, I wanna go ahead and put a ton of items inside the droppers so we can see them come out practically all at the same time. Alright, let's see how fast we can do this. Perfect, there we go. So now we wait and now they should all start falling. Let's go ahead and sleep the night so we can see this better. Oh yes, my friends, this looks truly incredible and the whole build really looks surreal. But with this done, my friends, I'm pretty sure it's time to call it an episode. Next week I'm going to design a whole build for these farms and I would love to have you around. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. But before I go, it's time to see this whole thing in action one last time. Oh, and before I forget, my friend Chris wanted me to name a black cat Toothless. So let's grab a name tag, name it Toothless. And now we can explore our world to finally find that black cat. I'm pretty sure there was a village over this direction. Yes, there it is. The only question is, do they have a black cat? I see two cats right here, but unfortunately none of them are black. And wow, I just realized there's a villager outpost right there and a village right here. So this might actually be a very good place for a raid farm. Let me know if you'd like to see me build a raid farm. Well, I guess my next best bet is to look for a swamp biome somewhere around here. Before our elytra breaks, of course. Here's the nice ocean monument, an underwater abandoned portal, another monument, and another one right next to it. Finally land, yet another abandoned portal, and a beautiful village, but no swamp for now. Let's see if they have a black cat in this village. Here's one, and I can't find the second one. So let's keep going forward. This looks so beautiful. Here's another two villages. Let's go ahead and sleep the night and see if we can find a black cat in the morning. Oh, and I just thought about this, but if I find a black cat, I'm probably gonna wanna tame it. So let's go ahead and look for some salmon. Not you. Yes, you. 12 should be enough. And now let's see if we get lucky with this village. My friends, I think that's a black cat. It's not 100% black, but hey, I think it's gonna do just fine. So let's sneak up to it and try to feed it some salmon. Come on, come on. Gonna try to lure him in the water. These things are so fast. There we go. We finally have a nice black cat, so we can name him Toothless, and he can come join us in future adventures. I wonder if he's gonna follow us, even with an elytra. There he is. Alright, so it's time to make our way back home. And because we're very far, I'm gonna see you when we get there. Back at the nether portal, let's make a quick stop at our gold farm to mend all of our items, especially our shovel. There we go. And also a quick stop by our food farm to get some nice pork chops. And we can finally go back home. Back home. Where's Toothless? Don't tell me he hasn't followed us here. Well, my friends, I'm afraid Toothless is going to stay far away for some time. I guess cats don't follow you when you have an elytra. We'll plan a rescue mission eventually. For now though, my friends, I wanna thank you all so much for watching this video, and I wish you an incredible day. And thank you, Chris, for this nice little adventure. Well, let's see this thing in action once and for all. Bye bye. This is so awesome.